Well, tonight we're all gathered here at the beautiful MGM Hotel in Las Vegas to pay tribute to one of television's most popular and dynamic personalities. From the A-Team, Mr. T. On these roasts, we generally acknowledge people who have made it to the top. Well, Mr. T sure qualifies on that score. He's a star, and his show is always up there in the top 2 or 3. Mr. T is a very compassionate man and a real hero to kids, and he always brings them a message of hope. He's tough, he's tender, he's terrific. You get a load of the size of this guy. You're gonna mess with him. He can wrestle, he can fight, and he's also a master of karate. I know you got a black belt, but why do you have to wear it on your head? He's not getting up, is he? Is he getting up? Not getting up, is he? Our guest of honor, really a success story. He was born in Chicago and came from a very large family. His mother had 11 children. He was 4 of them. You think Mr. T is tough? His brother once ran off and married a tractor. He's a great believer in clean living. He doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink, and he doesn't party. No wonder he's so mean. Well, we gotta give him credit. He came a long way. Today he owns 2 homes, one in Beverly Hills, one at the beach, and he has 2 Volkswagens, one for each foot. There's a little hunk of dynamite on television whose comedy hit, Different Strokes, has been making millions of viewers happy for a long time. Mr. T, a lot of your friends and admirers couldn't be here tonight, so they sent some wires, and I'd like to read a few of them to you. This one is from Walter Mondale. Dear Mr. T, how much would you charge to kick the right stuff out of John Glenn? That's pretty good, right? This is from the brokerage firm of E.F. Hutton. Dear Mr. T, when you talk, we even listen. Come on. And now I'd like to do my impression of Cary Grant sneezing. That chick.
Tonight I'm here on behalf of the A-Team, the whole group, on a very happy mission to pass along our good wishes to a guy who has done so much to ensure the success of our show. And I'm talking about my friend, T, Brother T. A little bit bigger than life, with his intimidating scowl, outlandish mandinka that parts his scalp, the oak tree arms, and that wild profusion of chains and gold jewelry. He's probably bigger than 10 lives. But there's a T you've never seen the way I have. Few human beings can. There's a saying, you can't fool a child, and that's the truth. For despite the ferocity of the roles he's portrayed in Rocky III, and more recently in our show, he hasn't fooled the kids of America one bit. They sense, they know, that underneath the surface toughness is a kind of childlike quality which they recognize in themselves. When, despite his very busy life, he finds time to visit them in the hospital wards and always inserting that big brother admonition, now you go to the library and study books, you hear? This is Mr. T, this modern day Pied Piper. This is the Mr. T that I and the rest of the A-Team know. And the big secret that we all know is the T really stands for tenderness. He's a team player, he's a professional, and he's my friend. I am truly so thrilled by his success. I'm glad I was around to see it happen. Thank you very much.
We've been doing these roasts for a lot of years, and we've honored some of the biggest stars in the show business. Tonight, we paid tribute to a guy who gives unselfishly to bring a little happiness to kids all over the country. You can't get bigger than that. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. T.
Thank you, Dean. And my two little buddies, Gary Coleman and Ricky Schroeder, you are a couple of wonderful kids. Your parents must be real proud of you. Don Rickles, you're too much. If you're wondering where I get my jewelry from, well, Liberace had a garage sale. And George Papard, you've been like a father to me, and I love you so much. But you are the reason why the A-team is number one. And Dean, you are a fun-loving superstar. And because of that, I want to give you a big hug for making all this possible.